If your relationships have always been painful, there's a simple explanation. There are 4 attachment styles or emotional blueprints in love, and if you have 3 of the 4, your relationships may be doomed. Here's what to do about it. In this video, I'm going to show you the only 3 things that you need to know to determine your success in love. My name is Briana MacWilliam, and I'd always struggled in relationships. I was a high achiever in work, but it did not help me in my love life. I thought that's just how it was. You couldn't have a great work life and a great love life. Then both my parents and my brother were diagnosed with chronic illnesses, and I fell into a tailspin. Right at that moment, when all hope had faded, I met an amazing guy. He let me expose all of the raw parts of myself, and I finally felt like something was going my way. But after a while, he stopped prioritizing me, and I'll tell you, that hurt like hell, and I was desperate to fix it. Then I found out that he wasn't able to be sexually faithful, and after we broke up, I miscarried without even realizing that I had been pregnant. My soul was split wide open. I knew I couldn't keep living like that. So I started reading and researching everything I could get my hands on about relationships. I wanted to know what I had done wrong so that I would never have to experience that again. What I discovered is that it wasn't actually all my fault. And that sent me on this incredible journey to find the truth about relationships. I learned that all human beings exhibit at least one of 4 attachment styles, and that these attachment styles determine your success in relationships. Now I help other people struggling the way that I did discover what's really going on, break free of it, and attract those soul-shaking, passionate partnerships that they want, without having to talk in circles around their feelings for hours or even years on end with no tangible result. And today I am delighted to share with you the 3 most sneaky and detrimental ways that the 3 insecure attachment styles may be affecting your relationships. Way number 1, attachment styles color your beliefs about the possibilities for love in your life. For example, here are some belief statements from 3 distinctly insecure attachment styles. I can't be happy unless I'm in a relationship. Relationships let me know my value. Now, these tend to be anxious individuals whom I refer to as open hearts. They want a lot of closeness in love. Here's another one. Relationships come at the cost of personal freedom. I don't want to be smothered by my partner's neediness. These tend to be avoidant individuals whom I refer to as rolling stones. They usually put a lot of emotional distance between themselves and their partners. And lastly, I want love and connection, but I'm also really afraid of it. It's hard to believe that anybody could love me for me. These folks are considered disorganized or fearful avoidant, what I call spice of lifers. They easily win your heart while at the same time sabotaging their relationships to avoid getting hurt. Way number 2, attachment styles make it easy to predict how relationships repeatedly fail and why. When you have someone that likes to be close paired with someone that appreciates personal freedom, it's not hard to predict how that's going to go. What's hard is learning how to communicate with such a partner so that the relationship not only survives, but also thrives, and it is possible. Way number 3, attachment styles can predict your arousal response to a partner, and this predicts how passionately addicted you might become towards them, even if, or especially if, they treat you poorly. That's because our attachment experiences live in the survival part of our brain and nervous system, compelling you beyond your conscious control. Does any of this sound familiar? If so, it's likely you have experienced repeated relationship failures. You may have even noticed some commonalities among your past experiences in retrospect, and that leaves you feeling kind of confused and frustrated, especially if you've been trying super hard to do everything right, and yet you still keep getting the same results or attracting the same types of partners. So once you understand how much of a problem insecure attachment styles can be, it's like this splinter in your brain driving you mad, and you just have to know what attachment style you are, what attachment style your partner is, so that you can start to break all those old destructive relationship habits and start to experience the kind of fulfilling, loving relationship that you have always dreamed of. Now that's why I created my attachment styles quiz. With only 4 laser-focused questions, I can tell you what attachment style you have and what that means for you. So if you want to find out what attachment style you have, click the link in the caption of this video. After taking the quiz, you'll receive a written and recorded explanation of your attachment style and the strengths, struggles, and unique challenges for someone with that attachment style, and how it's likely to be affecting your relationships. With this knowledge, you'll be able to take immediate action on shifting negative thought patterns and beliefs, be better able to recognize when you're slipping into a triggered attachment system response, and stop addictive patterns in relationships before they start. Consider this. You might pay $200 for a consultation with a therapist to diagnose the issue in your relationships. You'd likely spend most of that hour filling out paperwork and then going over it. You wouldn't even get to discussing the real root of the issue until the second or third session, and by then you will have spent about $600. Trust me, I'm a therapist. I know how this goes. If you take this free quiz today, 5 minutes from now, you will have zeroed in on the single most influential factor affecting your past, present, and future relationships: your specific attachment style. Why waste another minute walking on eggshells around a partner or feeling smothered or over-controlled in love if you don't have to? Because it's not hopeless and it is worth it. So click that link, take the quiz, and put an end to all of that today.